Hello everyone, and welcome back to Factorio. Happy Wednesday. We are right back where we left off. Looks like our guns are filling up here. So we did complete this wall down here, I believe. It's been a couple weeks. We didn't get to stream any Factorio last week. Let's see, yeah, it looks like everything got completed down here. We're slowly building our upgraded belts in order to upgrade all of these, I believe. I think we want to try to do a train today, but first let's see. The iron was the problem here, and I think we spent a lot of last time seeing if there was anything we could do about that, but I think that it was pretty well saturated towards the top, if I remember correctly. Let's take a look. This does not appear to be... Yeah, I don't think that's connected the way that it should be. That should feed down. Oh, we were in the middle of this, I guess. Let's go ahead and finish this off then. This is already operating and kind of backing up, so this is probably going to be redundant for a while until we use more steel. That's okay though. Let's get everything completed here. I guess we just walked away from it last time. Okay. Hey, hey! Thanks for joining me. We got Factorio this evening. Alright, so with the iron coming down through here... Oh, nice. Well, I hope it gives you a good connection. There's a lot of small details in the Factorio stream, so... Alright, well yeah, thanks for stopping in. I know that when I'm on mobile, I usually switch over to audio only. Sometimes I'll listen to streams just in my in my headphones while I'm walking or in the car. Okay, so yeah, we're not completely saturated on these belts, but we were almost completely saturated on these at one point. So I think we could use another of these columns here. Might be kind of awkward to place it, but I think maybe right here in this area. Let's go ahead and clear this out. And let's say... kind of don't want to take these out until I know for sure. I think that if we split this, we'll end up with two half-productive columns. I don't know, and that's where the train's going to come into play. Let's go ahead and do it, though. Let's go ahead and take these out. We may cut some stuff off temporarily. Maybe, maybe not. Maybe they were just redundant. That's fine. Let's do a copy-paste of this section up here. Grab the splitter there. Let's have it go right here. Bring it over just a little bit. Right there. And we're going to want to split off of this, which we could do right here. Let me bring this over. We conveniently have this gap right here that we can come straight down through. We can have that come over into that. Now what else are we going to need? We may already have everything. The output. Oh, we definitely don't have enough of the transport belts. Right. Let me just ghost some in. We're going to want to bring this down and have the product added in to this, possibly with just a splitter for now to balance the two. Like that. And I guess that's what slowed us down last time, is we didn't have enough of the red belts. So we'll let that keep working while we consider what we're going to do with our train. I know that we're going to go with iron first. And I think that we want to have our train come up the east side of our base and kind of dock near here somewhere to offload onto some conveyor belts that can bring the iron ore directly over into our smelters. So I'm thinking this area over here. However, we do have all of these cliffs. Don't know how I feel about those. We may try to experiment with some cliff dynamite to destroy them. Let's clear out some of these trees first and get a good look of the shape that we're dealing with. Now, the deconstruction planner lets you highlight cliffs, but you have to have dynamite in order for the robots to actually go clear it out. So, let's see. We looked at it before. We need to have explosives, empty barrels, and grenades. Grenades and empty barrels are easy enough to make. That's just steel plates and coal and iron plates. We can make those in our pocket. The harder part was dynamite, which I believe is a component. Am I missing it? There it is. Requires coal and sulfur, and you have to make it in a chemical plant. So let's go down to our chemical plant area, which we still haven't rebuilt. Let's see if we can get some water and some sulfur from down where we're building some of the robot parts. Or the batteries, I think, over by where we're building the batteries. Oh, okay. So we're getting low on power. Alright, well, it's time for one of these. Just nearby. What do we have up here? We have trees in the way. I'm doing too much at once. Getting distracted. I knew I would. I think it's just these that are in the way. Alright, let's zoom back out. Let's copy. Make another solar array. Right there, directly to the north. And our robots will build that. Are we within? Let's go ahead and place the roboport. And we could do a temporary tower. Yeah. We'll replace that with a collector once more of the antennas are in. But yeah, here's some of our robots now flying some of the pieces that we've already built up there. Fortunately, we've been constructing all those pieces in the interim. Okay, we ran too far. Here's our chemical plant. We're making sulfur here. Batteries are all backed up. That's great. That means that we should have some sulfur waiting here. And we have water here as well. So let's just go ahead and come off of this same plant with another one. Do we have another in our inventory already? We do not. And we need more iron. So let's grab it from right here. Look at all of these solar parts flying by. Okay. So our chemical plant will go right here. And we're just going to tell it to build like one stack of dynamite. I don't know how much we're going to need. Maybe we'll tell it just a little bit more, but we'll place it here. We'll pull off of the same... We don't have pipe. There we go. Pull off the same pipe for water. I'll tell you, you need dynamite. You need coal and sulfur, so we don't have coal down here. Let's grab sulfur out of that. Let's Let's make sure that we stack you into a chest. Actually, passive provider chests, we need to be using those. Let's just say 5. And we need coal. So where's the nearest coal? I believe that we brought some over, yeah, we have some over here. We may be able to split off of this line and bring some down. That might be easy enough right here. We've already split right here. Let's split one more. I don't think that we'll be using too much. So let's bring it down, over. Oh no. Let's ghost it then. Over. And we will we'll do an underground here. And then we want to come down to here. So let's start on this end. Bring it down through here. Got it up here, so we can bring it down around. In fact, I like the idea of bringing it down here near the water. That way we don't get near these tanks. We may have to expand them further. We need to go underground right here and right here. You go up and over, down, down. Okay, so that's going to provide the coal. Just go ahead and bring it over to the right one, and then an arm can grab from right there. In the meantime, we have some coal in our pockets, so let's go ahead and start just some dynamite so we can experiment. So there's 2. Okay, so now with this we need explosives, empty barrels, and grenades, and it takes 10 dynamite. Well, we've got 6. I wonder if we can use it, or if we have to use the robots. Oh, we can make 1. Cliff explosives. Shooting speed, 2 seconds. Well, let's go try it out. Maybe we throw it like grenades? Maybe we... I don't know. Maybe it works differently? Who knows? Oh, wow. We almost got the whole solar array already. Let's put more of those there. Alright, so these are the cliffs that we want to take out. We could bring a train up and around, but I think we want to have this whole area here. So, well, we only have 1. Let's try to do it right. Take it. Do you click? Wow, that worked. Okay. It's just a left click, and it took out about 5. So it looks like we'll need like 10, 12 more at least for this area. I don't know if it'll damage our radar. We'll find out when the time comes. We probably want to take these out as well. Yeah, so 10 or 15 to start with. Some of our soundtrack is really good and ambient, and some of it sounds like MIDI music. Alright, how's our belt coming? Not very well. I guess let me build it with yellow for now. If I can get a steadier hand. This will get coal down that we need. Let's take our upgrade planner. Just grab parts of this. And then the robots will come in and upgrade them as needed. How are we doing? You got enough? Okay. You're loading very slowly, which is fine. I didn't anticipate that we would use very many of them. I don't think we need to produce dynamite super fast. I mean, it'd be nice if we had more of it now, but... You are just outside of range, aren't you? I'm just looking at this right here, and we kind of need another roboport nearby. Like right there. How are we doing? 18? Okay, you're making much faster. I'm gonna skip this track. What is this? Like 4 notes over and over again? Okay. How does our power look now? Oh yeah, much better. It's not even done putting all of the collectors into the solar array, but already the solar grids themselves are pulling enough into our system to completely charge all the other accumulators. These guys are taking the wood away. Slow. Okay, let's go work on something else while we wait for dynamite. Let's see if we have any landfill we can fill in some of this water here. Maybe go scope out where we want the rest of our train track to be. In fact, it might be a good idea to go ahead and start having train tracks be mass produced, which we need stone for. So let's head up here to our stone mines. They're still making walls and bricks. The bricks are going into here. These walls are almost filled back up, so this is going to start backing back up again, which is fine. This is still making landfill, which is also almost full. Let me just grab, oh, not all of them. A couple hundred of those. Okay, let's say we'll come off to the left over here. We'll use some of this iron. In fact, let's go ahead and split it off of here. Splitters in there to balance everything. We know that we're going to need iron poles, the iron sticks, which are made from iron, and steel. Okay, steel's going to be another thing. We have steel coming up right here, though, so we could probably split off of our main steel supply for that. In fact, let's say this right here. Straight across. We'll have some steel come up right there. Pull steel off. Right here, actually. Oops. There we go. Over. So, iron and steel. Going to make iron sticks out of iron plates, and then you're immediately going to feed this, which is going to make railroad tracks. The only other thing you need is stone. That'll probably be fine for now. Let's get some stone over here. We can bring that over from... Let's see. Where's the best place to split this? We've actually honestly got multiple splitters on it already. Bring it down here. actually, I'm kind of thinking we should bring it up. Either way, it's kind of a long distance around the stone patch. But what I think we'll do is we'll bring it through here. So we'll go under from here. Okay. So that'll bring stone into right here. Which actually, this probably needs to be higher than power all of them. And yet more power, because we want to place these inside of a provider chest. And they are within the range of a Roboport, which is awesome. Alright. Now we just have to wait until we get all of the belts necessary. I guess we could do the same thing that we did earlier, where we go ahead and finish this off with some yellow. And then just tell this to upgrade. There we go. We are getting railroad tracks. Not sure that I want a ton of these. How much steel is that using? Oh, we already have 100. Okay, so we'll go ahead and take the 100. Let's check on our cliff explosives. Also, these are not really filling up necessarily, but sure, a lot of them. So, where were we? Oh, they're up here. Oh yeah, we have enough to make 19. So while those are being crafted, we will run up, back up to the north. Cheers. There's a dog outside. Don't know if you can hear that on the stream. Okay, let's try to blow these up. See how this goes. I think we got very lucky there. Didn't seem to damage anything. Okay, how about this? Nice. This is working extremely well. Wow, okay. That worked better than expected. Let's go ahead and clear some of this out. Okay, so I'm thinking that the train will come up and curve and then be unloaded in this stretch right here. Let's go ahead and place where train will probably stop. I'll have it pull all the way into here, probably. And then I'm thinking kind of a turn downward here. Yeah, something like that. But we also need to plan exactly where it's coming from, which I think the idea was going to be that we have our iron deposits down here. Those are going to be mined, loaded onto a train, which we may want to station it between these two. We have copper as well, which maybe could also become part of the train. We'll see. But that'll load onto the train. It'll then come across. All this is walled off, so I'm assuming that let's turn off our electrical line here. All this is walled off, so I'm assuming we won't be attacked anywhere inside of this unless they break through our defenses at the top. We do have some activity up here. Maybe. Oh, but that's not connected. Still, either way, if the pollution is reaching them, they'll make their way all the way across. Anyway, long story short, the railroad track is here. I'm thinking we bring it down between these cliffs, over to this side, and in between here. Yeah. In fact, we should probably run down to where the train would start. Maybe clearing some trees while we go. Know that we're going to want to clear this out. I don't think we're going to need to blow up any of these cliffs, though we do still have a few left over. Oof, lots of trees here. This might be a problem. Might take a while. Shift? Yeah, okay, we don't need to clear those cliffs. At least not yet. Okay, here's the one of the iron beds. The other is down here. So maybe we load the train right here in the middle. Just want to make sure I'm not picking up anything that's... Yeah, these are just trees. I wanted to make sure I wasn't picking up any like power poles or anything like that. You guys got tired. Sorry about that. Go ahead and charge yourselves, or I'll pick you back up if that works too. Then you can fly back out and pick up some of these. While I think about exactly how I want to put the train here. I think right here in the middle, though. Yeah. Do we have night vision? I don't think so. Or do we? Yeah, we do. As soon as I took the armor off, you could tell. Okay, so... tracks. Let's place them down here. Then we're going to want it to pull in right in the middle here. So we're going to come across. I think we're going to run out of track in a second. Let's see again. Okay, it's going to come up through here. So that's going to be a stretch. Excuse me. Hiccups and soda do not pair well together. Oh, then that means I don't need to clear all of this out. That may be unnecessary work. Some of this, yes, but not all of it. Like this. Maybe this. Oh, one of them went ahead and tried to get a cliff for me. I don't need you to take the cliffs out, though. That was pretty cool. Okay, so those have got to go. Not all of these. You don't have to go. Or do you? Where do I want the train to come? It can come at an angle here and then down. Probably actually a 45-degree angle here might be doable. I keep blowing up cliffs. All of this, though. Maybe not all of you. Enough of you. Okay, and then also, while I'm at it, I can just go ahead and take care of some of this with landfill. plus and minus. Control plus. No, that's a UI, which I did not know that was a thing, but that's kind of cool. That was the size we were using. Alt plus, no. Control, shift. Yeah, there we go. That's all I brought with me. Okay, so we want a 45-degree train track to come down through here. Like that. Which I guess we should go pick up some more train tracks. Let's say we always want to have 500 on us. Well, 500. We always want to have 100 at least. We can pick up some more, but 100's a stack. Come on, guys. I should also pick up some more construction robots. How many does mine allow? 10. I've only got like 7 on me. So we can find a roboport that actually has some in it. Probably this one down here that I just saw a bunch of robots go into. One of these two. Not that one. Nope. Thank you for the grenades. Take my wood, please. Construction robots, though. Where do you rest? Here's some. There we go. Now let's run back up here, grab some more railroad tracks. Actually become kind of peaceful lately, and I say that just as I see some red approaching my base. Where are they at? Keep attacking over here. Okay. We bought ourselves some time though. Okay, railroad tracks. Oh yeah, let's just grab them all. Oh, and they were bringing me a bunch more. Thank you guys. Thank you very much. I know I'm very popular right now. Everyone, please just take the wood. While I'm over here, though, I could go ahead and put some iron ore out of my inventory into some of these smelters. You guys go ahead and finish. I guess they can't. They're getting close, though. Can you just... That's all the yellow I had on me, too. Well, then. You're very close to being operational. Now I got some reds. Or no, they immediately left to go fill in some of these. Let's stand closer to what needs to be completed. There we go, some actual iron plates making their way into our bus. But there's a slowdown here from the yellows. Let's go ahead and see if we can get that at least sped up to the bus. There we go. Now they're working. All of them are working. Same as up here. Perfect. Okay. Let's also balance this. And then down here where they join, all this is balanced as well. Yes. There we go. So that's going to add quite a bit into our red belt manufacturer. So some of this upgrading will be done much faster. Alright, back to our train. I guess we'll let these guys bring us the stuff. Come on. We don't have all day. I mean, they are coming from all over. You know what? Those are red belts. You guys take them somewhere else where they're needed. Okay. So now let's plan how this diagonal train track is going to work over here. Take some of this out. What about our roboports? Are they connected? Didn't pick up more. This would be too much, really, to expand our roboports into just now. Or too little. What's this? Why are you bringing me coal? Why was there coal on the ground? Did I drop a bunch? Didn't realize it? Okay. Diagonal train track. Like this. Yes, straight through those trees. Up through here, then curve up. Perfect. Kind of, almost. Okay. Let's run on the railroad track now while we can, because I'll be afraid to later. Okay, so this can come straight down. Straight diagonal, and then we have to clear all this out. Let's just help the robots out a little bit. Let's go back up. Some more off of this side, and I think we may have clear passage. Close. I'm kind of trying to eyeball it here. Might be getting it close with these as well. There we go. Now let's try. Nope, nope. Other way, this way. No, we were already good. There we go. All connected there. And then for this, I guess we could come straight down past that cliff. Curve here. There. All connected. So now we need some train stops. 2 of those. Pop one in here. This train stop will be right. How does this work? I don't know where the, what the green dots are for. Are they for where the train would load? Because that didn't really look right. The stop's going to be here, and all the train cars will come in and park where the white outlines are. I don't know. Oh, the green spots are where stops can go. Stop's going to be right here. And this will be New Iron Town. You'll be blue-ish. Blue, a little bit of green. Kind of get that iron kind of color. Okay. New Iron Town. What do trains cost me? Let's see. Cargo wagons. The locomotive needs engines. I can go get some of those. Needs 20 engines. So a stop can hold... Okay, we can do 3 with 2 engines, I believe. So we need more iron. Gotcha. Let's go where we're producing our engines and go pick some up. Is this a cliff? It's so strange. Oh, there we go. There's some ambient sounds. And we don't have to clear. Let's go ahead and clean some of this up while we're out too. Don't have to clear any of these others away just now. Oh, come on, guys. Get back in my pocket. Oops. Where are you going? Oh, you're going to get that last tree. Come on. So we'll go up here to this end to make this train stop. And then we'll get some engines, which I think are nearby down here. Do we want this to come in any further? No, I think we're going to need room to maneuver belts over here. In fact, this may be plenty far in. Let's take it back a little bit. Okay, and let's put a stop here. This is going to be Twitchville base 1. We'll make this green. I like green. Okay. Where are our yellow engines? Looking here. Believe that they were used at least to make robots, if not something else between here and there. I don't see any yet here. Let's go down a little bit further below our oil rig. Okay, yeah, we've got some being made right here, and we've got a buffer chest with 47. So we can make 1. What else do we need? More iron. Pull it off this right here. There's our second locomotive. We're good for now. Actually pop the rest of these back in here. Good to go. Pretty soon we can replace some of those with active requester chests. What's going on right now with our research? I just realized I don't think that we're... Do we not have... I don't think we have purple science yet. Did we pick something with purple science last time and not even realize it? Yeah, we're not even making purple science. Why did we do that? Let's work on stuff that we can actually produce. Mining productivity. Let's do mining productivity. Ooh. Inserter capacity, that requires purple. We don't need advanced circuits yet. More trash slots? Let's go with that, actually. Every little thing I look at looks a little bit more appealing. Advanced oil processing will also be important soon. Okay. Let's place our train. And I know that we're also going to need some stack inserters. What do we need for that? More iron. I don't think we have stack inserters being produced. We have all of our other inserters being produced down here, but it requires blue, red, and green circuits, which we have some red circuits here. We have some green circuits here. I wonder if we could finagle using this. Red, green, blue, and iron gear wheels, which we have here. Or we can make some more. Maybe instead we just use a blueprint. I know it's cheesy, but let's just grab one for... Oh, that's for everything. No, we want... Inserter manufacturing. Stack inserters. You know what? Okay. Let's do it. All the inserters. Requires iron, green, and red. Alright, let's see what this looks like. Paste. No, we're not pasting that. Blueprint. It's been 2 weeks since I've played. I'll have to remember again. Okay, we have blueprints. Then we had like a blueprint book, right? Let's import a string. Early inserters. Can we pop it? There we go. So this requires iron, red, and green to be brought in. Let me rotate this around so I can get an idea of everything that has to come into it. Okay, iron comes into the bottom left, red and green comes into the bottom right. I think I'd rather put this on the left-hand side. Over here, maybe? Yeah, I'm gonna do that. Let's actually rotate it again. Squeeze it in over here. Oh wow, that would be really close. I guess we could do it down here. This wouldn't be too bad. Why does it have yellow and red belts? You know, I guess it doesn't really matter. It has regular inserters too, whatever. We'll upgrade anything that we need to. So, the important thing is that we get red and green, which I know that we're producing red right here, but let's go ahead and pull it off down here. Oh, you know what we did though? You know what? No. Let's take this back for now. I just realized we ate into our space that is intended to expand this without even thinking about it. Take all this back for now. You know what? Robots will come clean this up. Okay. Let's instead put it... we may want to expand our belts. I guess we'll come back up here. We may want to extend our green circuits. I think I'll go over to the right after all. Silly as it seems, we have space over here. And we're already making our inserters here, which we can kind of clean this up afterward. Okay. Take those out. Blueprint book. Okay, if I put it here... then let's also put a RoboPort in here. Nice. Let's up our weapons as well. Okay, we need red and green to come into here. We need iron to come into here. We already have an iron belt here that we can share with this ammo because it's not using it all. So let's pull off of this. Come over. Up. Under. Let's give it a little space. Oops. Walk onto one belt and it takes you way off. Okay, then we need red and green to come into here. So that's going to be a little trickier from right here. But I think we can bring it in up here, maybe. No, we don't have green this high. We did bring red up this high. So maybe we could split off with red here. Yeah, let's do that. just right. And it will be quite spaghetti. But spaghetti that works is fine by me. Did that not... Okay. So that's just red though. And we need green as well. Green I can pull off. Can I get green over here? Can I do a weird green belt up through here? It's so silly. I can. Pull this off. Go under. Then we go up. In fact, we should probably cut this. Pick those up. You're going to want to go under here, to here, under here, to here, and then up. Like that. Let's fill in the gaps here. Hope I don't need to pull anything off of any of these other belts, but the reason I made this decision is because it's already kind of crowded over on the right-hand side over here, so I don't think that we're going to need to pull anything else off to manufacture anything new. But now we need some more underground reds, which we need iron for. We'll make some in our pocket. We need like 10 or 12 though, I think. They take so long to make. Let's run down here, kind of take a look at where they're being made. They're being made right here. Iron is still not making it down here, really. It needs iron gear wheels. How many? 40? Just gonna hang out till I get 12. Come on, just 2 more. You can do it. Here we go. 37, 38, 39, 40. Thank you. Okay, let's head back up. Let's hope that our robots don't try to upgrade something along the way. They might. They might. Okay, so we brought it up through here. These ghosts need to be built. There we go. Is that not it? No, we got one more over here. Okay, green's coming through. Then we got 2 up here. Then we still have to go under here. Ah, we didn't get enough. So we still have to come under here. And then under here. wonder if ghosts take priority over upgrades. What else? These are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 18, 19, 22 assembly machines. Do we just want to use regular assembly machines? Well, that's 12. Let's do 10 more. Copper. Power, which you should be close enough for just a couple of these to work. There we go, just one right there. What else do you need that we don't have? Are these provider chests? For now, those just need to be steel chests, or those requester chests. Which ones are the blue ones? Let's see. I know that we don't have them yet, but which one of these? There we go. It's a requester chest. Oh no. We may have overshot. Because in order to get those, we need yellow science. We don't even have purple science yet. Yellow science requires red, green, and blue, and these two, and yellow. Flying robot frames, low density structures, processing units, we don't have those yet. Oh my goodness, okay, let's switch off of weapon shooting speed. We know that we're going to need this. Probably should have looked at the blueprint first, but it said early. Maybe it was early before 0.17. I mean, we can drop stuff into those chests for now, temporarily. Let's go grab a Roboport while we're waiting for things to be produced. Roboports are down here. I mean, it never hurts to plan for the future. Good. You're good. Are those not the kind that I thought they were? It's fine if they're not. We just need more iron. I guess it was blue after all. So I made 6, which means I need 16 more. Yeah, those should produce relatively quickly. Let me go pick up some green circuits and recount that. There we go. Let's take those off actually for now. And 1, 2, 3. 10, 15, 20, 1, 2. There we go. So we're just making iron gear wheels in our pocket, which doesn't take as long. These upgrades are coming along, but the entire belt is only as good as the furthest along yellow piece. Or rather, the other way around. The belt is only as good as the yellow piece nearest to the beginning of it. Okay. You know, while we're down here... Oh no, we already used all of our landfill. We could have picked up more, but we'll fill that in later. Okay. There we go. Yeah, it's blue. Okay, we have a lot of red underground belts here that are needed. These are all loading up on their initial components. What does this need? Oh, red. Okay. No, blue. I bet they're requesting these, but if we place steel chests in the middle, they're going to get what they need. Let's make some steel chests. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It looks like it's just those 8. Let's keep those in mind and replace them later once we've unlocked those kind of chests. But we still need these underground belts, which are going to take a little while to make. Even if I made one in my pocket, it's just so slow. So I kind of see what happens here. They make yellow inserters. Those go into... Some go into provider chest, and then the rest filter up into the long reach inserters and the fast inserters. Those filter up into the filter inserters, stack inserters, and stack filter inserters. And all those go into provider chests, which we have provider chests unlocked, so that's perfectly fine. Really need those underground belts, though. I think the best thing that we could do is literally manually take a bunch of this iron down there. The reason I did that was because the whole reason that we got distracted with this in the first place is because we didn't have all of our inserter arms being manufactured, and we needed stack inserters. Do I have gear wheels on me? I don't. There's no good reason I would. Let's go put some stuff away. Up to where we're making the train tracks. They already filled up. Let's put... I guess you can't use control to put them away. I'll keep one stack on me in case we need to repair something or extend something. But for now, we'll put those away. We have our 2 locomotives. We have 1 cargo wagon. We need to make a couple more. Our stack inserters, which these fast inserters being delivered to me are good reminders of, that we use those as resources. You will get the underground belts eventually, and then I'll actually probably tear this out. Back up to our train. Let's go ahead and place it down and see about where we would need to place our stack inserters. Locomotive. Cargo wagon 1. Got the other 2 down here. Can we ghost those? Probably not. No, we can. That's interesting. does that work? Will they connect? We'll see. So we will want these then about right here. Unloading. That may be overkill because we also need another row here. We also need these, which we need more steel for. All of those would be unloading onto splitters. There's probably a more efficient way to do this, but I do believe we can get this down to maybe 4 belts. I don't know. In fact, this may be enough throughput for all of these to be their own belts. Who knows? What is a 6 belt balancer look like? Six by 6 belt balancer. Oh my goodness. It balances it, but back out to 6. Okay, so we want actually 6 to 4. Okay, we'll copy that to clipboard. Come back over here. New blueprint. Import a string. 6 to 4 balancer. So I think we're going to want to use a few of these. Do we have enough room here? They're also blue. Man, do we even want to... I don't even know if this matters. They may... We'll see first. We'll see how actually compact everything is. We do want to load these with fuel, and we do have solid fuel as well. So let's see if we can grab some of that, because we're bringing it up here. What are you out of? You're out of stone bricks? You're out of coal. Why are you out of coal? Did we cut you off? Coal was coming in here. Was this coal? That seems weird. But that's right. Oh, we turned this off anyway. Or did we? I don't know. That's missing. That seems strange. Oh no, it's not missing. It's just a gap. Okay. But what did we do to the coal? We don't... I mean, we could upgrade this, but we don't really have to. Maybe I cut into it when I pulled off the other coal line? Oh, I don't even know. Probably clicked on it from afar. I do that on occasion. No, not everything. Grab a few of those. We came over here for a reason. What was it? We came over because we want to see about the solid fuel, which we were going ahead and not bussing up particularly, but we have it here on this conveyor. And where's it coming from again? It's coming from down here. We're making quite a bit of it. How full are these getting? Light oil's full again. There's that. Okay, so these are going into a provider chest, which we have tons of in here. Do we just want to pull it off and bus it up like that to the train? I wish we had requester chests, which we don't have yet. I bet for a little while we could just manually load the train. We'll just grab like, yeah, enough to fill our inventory. We'll put down some steel chests right next to the engines and have them load up with fuel from there. We don't, however, have, so I guess we can use wood for now. One here, just in a gaudy place so we'll remember to fix it later. Here to here, a little bit of electricity for you. Wait, now let's do this. There we go, it's about even. These could get power from the other side of the train or from... that'll work. Perfect. So we need 5 more after these, which we need iron for. So we should also go ahead and prepare to make some more electric mining drills. So yeah, we just need a bunch of iron. You guys. Nice, okay. What else did we need for yellow? The low density structure. Go ahead and start research on that. Grab a bunch of iron. 5 more of those. Are we manufacturing drills anywhere? I don't remember. Well, let's go ahead and summon some, just in case we have any in our storage. We have 4 in our inventory. They are made with iron gear wheels and electronic circuits. So we could make some just right here really quick. Not too in the way of this. Or if I was going to expand this, I might just do it over to the left anyway. So we would want... Let's grab some of this. A little bit of iron. And we need iron and electronic circuits. So we can pull that off of here. We can pull it off and combine them right here. Such serious music. that through here. Grab. Let me think about how I want to do this again. Iron gear wheels. Okay, so we just need one here, making those gear wheels. And then one right here that will pull off both of the others that it needs. To make the mining drill. Mining drills then can go into a provider chest. Let's get some power over here as well. There we go. We shouldn't need more than like 4 stacks of those at any given time, so we'll just let that go. Are we choked for iron? Again. Seems like our production isn't super fast anyway. The mining slowed down. I mean, it's been divided between these two. Are they operating at the same speed? How's power? Power's good. Oh well, we need to get more ore, which we'll do over here. We may not even need these anymore. Honestly, we could probably tear these out soon. Let's take... Is that going to be all of them? Nice. Just need a little bit more steel for the rest of the chests. Let's go... Enter? Yeah. Let's go down to the other station. Riding on trains. Okay. So parked. Does it stop here? Let me tell it to... Just go to New Irontown. Where do you stop? Okay, you pull all the way up to there. Thinking loading up. Just gonna put some placeholders in. This may be overkill. How do you ghost that? I guess you can't unless you actually make some. Anyway, alright, so we'll have chests, then we'll have more arms. Stack inserters, like that's the part that I think might be overkill. I don't know if we'll actually be even mining fast enough to load. But okay, and then those will come off of splitters. I don't know if we'll have... I don't even know. I don't even know if we'll be producing enough from these to load with that level of insane throughput. Anyway. Let's just try to cover what we can here. See kind of what this is going to look like. Why not put that there? Make sure that we get every bit we can. We space these out like this. That means we'll have the ability to have conveyors come straight down like this. This. And this one. So we have 3. So here's what I'm thinking. If we bring these over in such a way my unsteady hand. There we go. I believe this might be equally spaced. I don't know if we can do it like this. I feel like we can. I feel like that's woefully inefficient. But I believe that this would actually work. Meaning that the same would work down below as well. Let's place some electrical poles in here, just to make sure we cover everything. I think that's gonna get those. We just need to come over here, get those like that. Did a long distance one over here, and then wherever our nearest power is, which I believe we have running down below to the south is the closest, so we'll probably run it down through here. Nope, a little higher. There you go. So this, we will also need to place some ghosts. In fact, yeah, they don't need to be super even, but they could be. What if I place them like this? What if I go ahead and do 1, 2, 1, 2, with a power pole here and here? Would that copy well? Almost. Just one too far. What if the power pole was here? I think that would work. I mean, it would be a little tacky when it overflows, but... Just gotta watch closely for these borders. Then we'll do a third row over here. Hey, welcome back. We got about another half an hour. I'm thinking the way that we have these laid out, we'll go ahead and bring 3 rows up, similar to how we brought 3 rows down from the other side. We have a lot of ghosting going on, so we're going to have to pick up all of these resources in order to bring them back over here. Offhand Games, originally, I was going to be in the business of making games. Back when I was in college, I made a couple browser-based games. They didn't really take off. I may revisit that at some point, but the name of the the name I was going by when I was making games was Offhand Games, and it was meant to mean that they were a little bit different, that they were like your offhand, your left hand. They're not your regular kind of game. It was meant to be to provoke a little bit of a feeling of being interesting. So let's see here. We're bringing 3 of these up. We gotta bring that over just a little bit and up. Factorio is mostly resource and crafting, but you automate everything, and that's the real beauty of it, is figuring out the right excuse me, the right ratios of parts to put on conveyor belts to get to the right place. I did check out the mods for City Skylines. I haven't actually installed them just yet, but I read about them. So yeah, we may check that out on the next episode, but I will want to test them out a little bit first. See if that works for me. Let's head back to the main base. Our robots will come help with some of this. Well, let's put in some more roboports really quick in order to make sure they can get down here to help. Make sure our roboports cover everything. Guess we can put one here. They're a little off-center. And right there. We'll put in some long-distance power poles. But yeah, there's a lot of math involved in this game if you really want to get down to the nitty-gritty. If you don't care about being the most efficient, then you can kind of overdo it and it works too. How do we go forward in this again? I thought it was up. Do we not have fuel in this one? No, it has fuel. Let's just get in and then tell it, okay. Add another station, Twitchville base. Yeah, there we go. And our train is going. Not loaded with anything yet. We're still setting up our stations to load and unload the iron ore. Because the iron ore that we started near is going to be woefully low before too long. Oh no, it's going back. He's going to keep bouncing back and forth. Let's take these. You know what? Tell you to go back to the Twitchville base and stay here. So yeah, it'll stop and stay. But yeah, our iron deposits, if we look on the map here, 4.7 million remaining. But the ones that we're going to be pulling from, 22 million, 5.5 million. Once this patch runs out, if we just sat here and kept pulling from it until it actually ran out, then we'd just be stuck for a while. So we need to have this plan for the train to start bringing us stuff before this runs out. Okay, what else did we need? We need some more steel, because we need to make some more steel chests. Here's a steel line we could just pull from this. There's 4. There's some right here. Just kind of backed up on this line. Just grab that. Make a few more steel chests in our pocket. Meanwhile, we have these mining drills being brought to us by the robots. They'll carry them down and build them for us since we put ghost blueprints down on the ground. Let's take a look at how we're going to belt the iron ore over. Do we have any more of that dynamite? We do. I'm going to go ahead and blow a hole in this cliff so that we have a better way to run north. It doesn't destroy anything else around it. I do like that. You know what, maybe we just take out this whole cliff. It's been in the way since we started. Nice. This very specifically destroys only cliffs. We have one right here too. We might get that later when we tear all this out. But we're gonna need to unload iron ore from here. All of our robots are just off doing other stuff. Come on. I think we only have 4 now. No, we have like 11. Okay. So this is going to offload iron ore onto these belts. And then I think we, for now, just want to condense them down. As silly as that seems, because they're going to offload much faster than they're going to be able to load these belts up. Do we want to bring 6 whole belts over? How many columns do we have smelting? We have 1, 2, 3, 4. Maybe we could put 2 more smelting columns in right here, and then have 6. And then we have 6 lines of ore being brought in. That would probably be the most efficient thing to do. In order to do that, though, we have to clear out these trees and make room for 2 more smelting columns. One thing begets another thing, begets another thing. Let's go ahead and tell it to take out the cliff as well, and our robots will go blow that up. Here goes one. Boom. Man, they are very efficient. All of our helper robots, since we're actually within our roboport range, they're all coming to get all the trees. Yeah, this game really takes off when you get roboports and helper robots. Becomes much more efficient. How did we not get this tree? Okay. 2 more smelting columns here, if I can fit them. How about we actually bring this in here and then down. Please build these. Thank you. Okay. Oh, this is the wrong way. There we go. So now if I copy this smelting column here down to here. Oh, we still have the roboport in the way. I was hoping we could squeeze it in. We could squeeze it in if we didn't have this return belt right here. So maybe we have it come down further. Can we ghost? Do we keep getting brought more? There we go. So I have it brought down to here and then across. And then put into a splitter there, probably. So take these out. Put that back in. Please build these, my robot friends. And this will add iron into our iron plate bus. Then we can squeeze that other smelting column in right here. In fact, we were talking about adding 2. That would be perfect if we can add them both right here. But we'll need to actually get iron ore in right here, which we could go under and make that happen. believe we have all the parts for this, with the exception of the slow production of the red belts, which may take a moment to get filled out. But the end result is going to be steel plates here. For the, yeah, I actually haven't used any of the snow stuff yet in City Skylines. I'm hoping that one belt isn't too little. I mean, 3 columns onto one belt seems like it's not good. So we'll probably beef this up a little bit. Bring in like a 3rd line here. Okay, so then we're going to want the ore to come into the sides of these. So the ore, this is where it's going to get a little tricky, because it's so compact right here that getting the ore off of the train and getting it across, it's probably going to have us redo most of this. Which I'm okay with. If we just have completely saturated belts of iron ore coming through, then I'm not really going to care where they're splitting to, as long as they're actually saturated. So let's go ahead and plan to have 3 here. In fact, we could do a little copy paste. Let's say we could make that happen like that, and then, oops, and then down. We're going to need another RoboPort or 2 up here. Right around there is probably good. Then we'll need 1 down here. And 1 up here. Maybe a little lower. I usually like to have them even, but when it won't work, it won't work. Okay, so now our robots can come over and build these things that we're ghosting. Gotcha. Alright, so this first one will come up and over. The second one will come up, 1 more, and over. And then the third one up from here and over. And so we may find ourselves needing to beef these up later. We may also find ourselves using one of these for copper, in which case we may load into a specific one copper. But right now this copper patch is still doing okay. Well, 3 million, we'll see. Okay, so this, let's bring our 3 down to here, and then we'll have them go under. And over to here. Okay, so we can actually start researching utility science. Go ahead and start on that. I don't know if we'll be producing it soon, because we still need the blue processing units, but this is our path to finally being able to use the logistics system fully and have requester chests and everything else we may need. How do we end up with an odd number of underground belts? So irksome. Okay, so this is going to go. I think that'll work. There we go. So once these belts are filled in, they should operate to get everything all the way over here. Here's our other underground we needed. Now the tricky-er part. What do we do over here? Do we want to just belt them through and underneath? That might be really ugly. We kind of could belt them through here. Will underneath reach this far? It will. Man, we could do 3. And we don't even need all 3 to make it over. One of them needs to load into here. So we just need 2 here. I'm kind of talking to myself a little bit, but I'm thinking that we just bring them up and over here. In which case, we want to take this iron plate line here. In fact, that doesn't need to be there anymore. I'm going to bring it over as close as we can to here and then straight down. We do still need to fill this in. Can't let that stay. Upgrade those when you get the chance. Whenever we place the yellow belts. Okay, we will need several more underground options, but we know we're going to use those 2. We know we're going to have to come under here. Having an odd number is so aggravating. They come in pairs. Didn't want that coal, don't want that wood. So we know we need to come under here. We need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. At least 9 more. Every time we make one, it produces a pair. So we need 3 more, which we need iron plates for. Let's pull it right off the belt here. There's 2. And the third one. Okay. They take a while to make, but we can get some of these going. Okay. Here's one. So one's going to come up to here. I think the second one will come out here, go up and in. The third one, however, will come out here, and I think I want to add it to one of these with a splitter. Possibly just right here. Because this goes up onto both. Just come up and over. And on. Can I just ghost those? I'm being brought these belts as fast as I'm using them, Not as fast as I'm using them exactly, but as fast as I'm able to, like, need to ghost them and brought like 1 or 2. Okay, these 2, I want to bring them down here to these columns. I may add them to this particular one. Or maybe both of these. Debating on the best way to kind of try to optimize the efficiency of this iron ore as it comes in. Because one's going to come here, and then the other one I guess I need to bring down to split between these 2. And that I can do kind of like this. Have one come underneath to here. And have one go like that. And then a splitter here. Because then what we can do is bring this other down through here, underneath twice. This gets so tricky. Into that splitter. But one other thing we could do is have yet another come off of here in case this belt backs up, in which case it can share. Which I kind of like that idea as well. This whole thing gets very spaghetti. We could balance them in a couple places. We could put a balancer here. We could also put a balancer here. In fact, we're going to have some start coming out already because of that. Okay, our robots will build that. I think it might be exclamation point uptime. I forget what I set the MooBot to respond with. Oh, well, there we go. It just announces once in a while anyway. Okay. So now this is actually all set once these have been produced, once these red belts have been produced. This will actually start unloading. Next plans for city skylines? I'm not sure yet. Probably new districts. Probably something across that river. So that'll be fun. We could maybe look at using a different theme, like a European theme. Let's go back down to New Irontown. Oh hey, we're done with that one. Let's research. We don't have purple yet. We don't use modules just yet. Let's go ahead and research advanced oil processing while we're waiting. Because we're not producing blue circuits yet. Nice peaceful train ride. So the power for these can come from one every other. Like that. Oh, we already have some mines here. That's pretty awesome. I'm gonna go ahead and place some yellow belts. So go ahead and see if we can get this started. And then we can tell it to upgrade the yellow belts. Because they are slow. But we'll put in just enough to get some of this ore down to the train to see what that loading process starts to look like. Oh, they're handing off because we didn't have our chests in here. The chests are there as a buffer, so that when the train's not here, iron can be loaded onto the chests. That loads pretty quickly. Pretty quickly, quote unquote. Could definitely load much faster, but we'll put our upgrade. Icons on there. Let's go ahead and do the same down here. Low density. Yeah, we did a lot of high density residential last time, so I'm kind of ready for some more calm looking neighborhoods again. Let's go ahead and place just yellow all through here. Adding a transit connection to the tourist district because of the outskirts of the main city, downtown airport area. Yeah, people, you definitely want like fast ways for people to get around the town because otherwise they'll get tired and go home. Let's make sure we do our upgrade blueprint on all this as well. There we go. You don't have power. There you go. And I'm not sure if... we have full... Oh, we do have full belts here, okay. So these can only load as fast as they can get the iron anyway. I don't know if we want them... I don't know if we want the train to wait till it's full, or if we want the train to wait, like, a set amount of time. Not sure. Oh, we still need to place these chests as well, which we don't have enough of just yet. We need 6 more. We'll place ghosts, and then the next time we come down here, if we have enough, they'll place... The inserters can usually hand things to each other, but maybe not stack inserters. Nice, okay, let's let them back up for a little bit. Let's take the train station out. Then we can drive it forward, I believe. Maybe, maybe not. No path. Interesting. That's fine. I'll just tell it to go back to Twitch full base. So now we'll take a look at the unloaders. So these will start unloading into the chest. How fast do those fill up? Definitely unloads pretty quickly. Nice. That unloaded in like, well, it wasn't completely full, but it unloaded very quickly. We really need to get some of this going, though. Let's see what we can do to increase red belt production. Well, we've got a bunch being brought to us right now. Our robots will prioritize building them if they're ghosted, so... Technically, if we stand near our planned belts, they'll get built faster because our logistics system will bring us our supplies first, and then our own personal robots in our pocket will prioritize building the ghosts nearby. Whereas if we just left the ghosts here, the logistics network will build them in any old random order that they want. Like these guys headed out here right now. So those were red belts that were produced while we were away, but they're made so slowly. Like, even if we made 2, that's how long it takes to make 2 belts. Oh, nice, okay. Let's go ahead and keep getting our weapons research, too. We definitely have to have every bit of the belt done up here. That's the last one for there. We have a bit over here. I don't really want to make these yellow and tell them to be upgraded like the others, because they're so close to being done. What are we short on to make our own? Coarse iron. It can always help. I wonder if... No, we don't have requester chests yet. Once we have requester chests, we can take some of the components, like all the yellow belts that we picked up, and have them actually brought down specifically to a chest right next to the red belt machine. Okay, so these are being filled in. Let's grab some landfill while we're waiting. Let's fill in some of this, some of these watery bits. You guys, if you've got red belts, you should take them up where we need to build them. Gotta go for the night. Well, thanks for joining me, even though this isn't a game that you normally join me for. I hope that it's still kind of fun to watch, and I'll be back on Monday with more City Skylines, so I hope I'll see you then, Matt. Yeah, go get some rest. I'm super tired, too. I've had a long week. So I'll probably be on for like another 15 minutes or so, but yeah, I'll be on Monday with Cities. Have a good one. I'm gonna try to get this project done before I head to bed tonight, so... Alright. Oh yeah? Traffic in the highway part of your city? That can get really tricky if something's backing all the way up to the highway. I solve a lot of that with traffic circles. If you do the traffic circles right, they're usually a blessing. But you can't have roads come directly up to your traffic circles. Usually you have to use those on and off ramps. To highway interchange, and they're getting slowed down in the middle of the interchange. That's an interesting one. A cloverleaf for 2? Do they cross each other like a plus sign? Yeah, lane switching can be dumb. If you use the traffic president, I think is what it's called, traffic president or traffic manager mod, and use those lane switching settings, you can kind of help it a little bit and tell them that they are only allowed to get over when they are near the exit that they want to take, and then that lane's only allowed to take the exit. That helps a little bit. These are the splitters. These are the underground belts. These are the belts. Take a balancer, pop one in right here if I can. Yeah, you can send me a picture of it. But until then, get some rest and I'll catch you next time. Actually copy a bunch of yellow ones? Oh, I did have yellow on there. We'll go ahead and upgrade some of these. We have our own splitters. There we go. I don't know if that's going to help very much, but we didn't have a balancer between it and pulling off and just right here actually. So maybe I didn't need to do all that, but this is only full because it got backed up while I was putting the balancer in. Alright, let's go back up and check on... Awesome. Okay, I'll check it out after my stream tonight. Thanks, Matt. I may have recommendations, I may not. I'm not an expert. But, plenty of casual play, so I'll let you know if I have any ideas. Alright, let's check out our belts that will come off the train again. See what we still have over here. We still have some of these to fill in. We may be able to do that with what we've got in our pocket. Where are our robots? Ugh, they're probably out of gas somewhere, slowly making their way back. Is this them? Come on, let's fill the rest of these in. We've got like 14. We can get a few of these. You guys are almost ready to go. I only have 3 left. Oh, we don't even have those 3 left. Okay, so all those are done. These my construction bots coming back? Are they bringing me stuff? They're not even bringing me stuff. Or are they? Yes, they are. I had Alt turned off. Where's our gap now? We have a gap right here. Let's get at least that in. Oh, come on. There we go. Now we can see these start working. Those are coming off of our main line, though. So these are just going to kind of filter in. If you come down here... Yeah, it's not going to be enough to keep them going for right now. In fact, that's the end of them right there. We may see this be completely saturated in a bit. Yeah, that's enough to almost completely saturate it, so we're definitely going to have to... Eesh. Okay. We're going to have to double this belt up, probably all the way down and over to here, if not all the way down to the main bus. Let's see what else we have to complete this line. So we have quite a few over here that we still have to fill in. Unfortunately, probably still more than the 20 or 30. Ah, they took some and upgraded on the way. Come on, we need this done. That's like everything we brought. Thank you for bringing more, guys. Now, where are you headed? You're going up to recharge. Come on, we gotta fill this in. I mean, I guess I could do yellow. Ugh, I hate it. Hate's such a strong word. I don't hate it. If I do one in yellow, does that pick up enough red to actually complete another line? Go down here. Oh, did I run out of yellow? There we go. Okay, so we have 2 lines. Let's just make sure to tell it to upgrade them. Do we have 2 lines? Yeah, it's starting to come around. There they go. Let's just kind of see how this works. Also, they're only loading one side, which we need to fix that too. I think if we do it... like that. That'll work for now. That. To the right, up, to the left. Yeah, that'll work. So low on belts. Okay. We still have this little bit up here. Normally we'd be done for the night, but I really want to see this through. Oh, hey. If anybody's still around from the raid, I actually missed that notification. I'm sorry. Carpe Boredom, thank you very much. Still kind of getting used to my notifications over here, and I need to kind of turn up the volume on them. Not a great excuse, but thank you very much. Alright, so the top one is finally loading in, and we're going to kind of see how that handles being split between these belts here. How much, when it's fully saturated like this, how much makes it through? Quite a bit. And the rest goes up here, so this and those two, if this backs up, the rest makes it onto here. That's pretty awesome. So that means when we end up down here, should start looking a bit more saturated as well. Let's go ahead and work on doubling up this line. I think the best way to do it is to just add some balancers along the way. And then have a third line come down. Not sure how I want to do that just yet. This is a little tricky in here. But ideally it would come into this side right here. Maybe we actually stop this, move them over one. And then bring it through here. Like that. Come underneath here. So I think something like that. And maybe yet another balancer here too. Okay. If we wait right here, they might bring us enough to finish this off. And watch this in motion. Do need these. Okay, now these are headed down. We need that one. Balancers across here. 2 there. I think we just need to add some in along the way here. At least between each one of these. Probably. Actually, that right there is probably the best. So let's see how many are making it down to the bottom now. It's still not great. By the time we get down to here, it's still pretty scarce. Could definitely be more saturated. But you know what? It's not the trickle that it was before. Now it's a flow. It's a very light flow. And the belts are receiving almost a constant. Nice. So I think that we're going to see these all get upgraded and knocked out very soon. So with that, let's make sure that we're good on all of our trains. Pieces. Let's run back up here. We'll take one more trip back over and see what it looks like on the other side. Maybe we'll try to set up our logistics, or our train logic really quick. Once we get our requester chests, then we can request for this fuel to be loaded automatically. So let's see. New Iron Town. Watch it start to load up. How quickly is that working? Oh wow, okay. That's really cool. So then how much will be left in the chest once this is full? Because now this is full. These chests still had quite a bit in them. Okay. I don't know how long it'll take the logistics network to get upgraded belts down here, but hey, we queued it up. That's the best we can do. So our train's fully loaded. So I think what we want our logistics to look like is this. So we go to New Iron Town and we wait until we're full. Can we do ore? Or whole minute's passed because it loaded really quickly. Then we go back to Twitchville base and we wait till we have empty cargo or a minute's passed. It'll keep going back and forth then, but I think that's fine. How's our fuel? Oh, we're good. Yeah, this doesn't take a whole 60 seconds to unload. I'm wondering if it takes longer for the train to go back and get loaded up again than to keep the belt saturated. Probably. So we may have an ebb and flow. Yeah, I don't think it'll be back before this runs out. I could be wrong. That'd be great. There's the train headed back to New Irontown. Let's count. 3, 4, 5. About 13 seconds. You know what? Looks like these on the ends are not unloading properly. Maybe I want to bump this up one. Copy it. Tear them out. Come on, help me. Nah, they're sending robots from town to help. That's not gonna work. Okay, let's take out one more. Let's paste. Yeah, let's paste up one. And then let's fill this with... Oh, is the stack inserter in the way? There we go. Then they can all unload, at least onto the belt. Alright, come on, guys. You gotta build back. There you go. Help me build. Come on. It's all in my inventory. Put them back out there. Want something done right, do it yourself. This is straight up, up, up. Okay. So now they're all unloading. They're all going pretty slow because they're still yellow in the way. It'll speed up once it's a completely red path. It'll speed up when the stack inserters get upgraded. They're probably even more efficient ways to do this than the way that I've done it, especially if I can have like multiple belts come off and not just 3. Okay. So the chests are saying pretty full. Train's coming back with even more. This is being processed. We could maybe even make some more columns, but honestly we'd have to really fix all this in order to optimize it. This is a mess from the beginning of this map. On the plus side though, these are all operating. And everything is feeding in. Nice. All right. So I think next time we will work on some blue circuits and some yellow science, maybe some purple science, so that then we can upgrade our logistics network. So that'll be awesome. But yeah, no, thanks for joining me. We'll be back on next Wednesday with some more Factorio. I will be back sooner than that on Monday with some City Skylines, and you can check out all of the previous episodes in the highlights here on Twitch or over on my YouTube channel. Or if you're watching this on YouTube, here on my YouTube channel. But yeah, anyway, thank you very much, and as always, I'll see you next time.